Hello, my name is Eric Nobles. I'm a part of the Black African Youth Project. It is November 2nd, and we're down in downtown Oakland, and I'm here with
Benjamin Horgan.
Can you spell that for us?
Yeah, Benjamin, last name Horgan, Horgan.
Glad to meet you.
Good to meet you too, man.
Let's have this interview started. What you eat for breakfast today?
Breakfast? I just went with some Greek yogurt and granola today.
Oh. What is your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? Probably my mom had this friend who's a bronze artist, and they had this cafe up in the middle of Wisconsin, in the middle of nowhere. Red Wing, I think, and just going up there in the summertime, it was one of those times that you don't have to worry about anything.
Are you from out there, or?
Yeah, I grew up there until I was about 15, up in Minneapolis, and then we moved out here to California.
So how do you like it out here?
It's really wonderful. This area is incredible. I've moved all over the United States and just to explore different cities, and Oakland.
Back here.
Yeah, Oakland is home.
I feel it. What are the first 3 words that come to your mind when you think of Black African American males in Oakland?
Man. Marginalized. Misunderstood. And just challenged.
Why do you choose those words?
Challenged just because I feel like there's a lot of obstacles. Everybody has their own obstacles, and unfortunately a lot of people, it all depends on, like, women have obstacles because they're women, Asian American people have obstacles because they're Asian American, African American people have same deal, African American men have the same story, Everybody has certain challenges that they have to overcome, and as an African American male, I've definitely had to face them, and it's not fun. As a minority, you feel marginalized. I personally find you feel you're called a minority, and that just never sat well with me. I don't like that.
You're lower.
Yeah, it's like lower, or like kind of pushed aside, or there's not enough of you to do anything. I don't know what it is. It just never sat right. But apparently anybody who's not white is a minority, and it's just kind of interesting.
If you could change one thing at your school, do you go to school?
I'm actually going back to school next semester, community college.
Well, what schools did you go to when you were out here, like when you were 15?
Berkeley City College. I went to this place called Castle Rock Charter. Yeah, that was high school, Castle Rock Charter, and then Berkeley City College.
If you could change one thing about those schools in the past, what would you change?
The diversity at the charter school really wasn't up to snuff. I felt a little bit, I like to stand out, I like to be unique, but that was a lot. And then Berkeley City College, I'd make it free. Can we please get some free education? Oh my God, the bills just keep coming in.
It's crazy. Please share one time when you felt proud of being a Black.
I feel proud to be who I am. I think maybe not all the time, every day, but every day. Yeah, I'm very happy to be who I am. I'm very happy to be different in the ways that I am. It just can be a little bit hard and frustrating at times, but so it makes you stronger and better in who you are.
Complete this sentence. Community is...
Community special.
Why do you say that?
Because when there's that synergy, when it's just like, when everybody's doing their part and has like a good, positive outlook, if you will, it can be really amazing. Community can do amazing things, but people have to be in the right mindset.
Really? What is it like being a young African American male in Oakland?
In Oakland? You know what? I think it's probably one of the better places to be young African American male. I mean, like if I was in Nebraska, I'm sure it wouldn't be so fun. it's good. I think as you look around and you see there's more and more diversity in the African American community. Not everybody is, you know, one way, and I feel like that's just getting more prevalent. And I think that's great. It's something to be celebrated. And Oakland's just like a epicenter of just people mixing and doing their own thing, and nobody having to really worry about them. People have their own lives around here, so they just worry about themselves.
That's cool. Have you ever felt ashamed of your culture, and why?
Yeah, I guess unfortunately, that sucks sometimes to really think about, because if you just kind of admit what the truth is, there can be some shame, just because you can see what other people in your community might do, or in some ways I feel like our culture, that whole minority thing that we were talking about earlier, how I've perceived it over the years, it can make you feel less than, and you know, that's maybe it's just kind of inherent to the way that we're socialized, but it's been there. I've felt it ever since I realized that people apparently are different races.
That's sad too.
Yeah, it sucks.
What gives you hope?
Just every day seeing more and more interracial couples, multiracial babies, and just seeing people relax, and more people see that, you know, what's important is that you're kind to one another, and you know, yeah, you're not worried about silly things. You're worried about big ideas, like if the planet ends, where are you gonna go? You can pollute so much that you can't live someplace. You have a condo on Mars, because if you don't, yeah. So I mean, like people just kind of growing up and getting over themselves. I like to see that, and I see it a lot. I see a lot of people just getting to be who they are. You see people walking around in drag. You see freaking interracial couples, and people just letting them be. It's perfect.
Do you have any adults that you could be that you're open to, and who?
I'm actually really fortunate. I've had I was brought up by my mom mostly, and then all of her side of the family, like her sisters, my aunts, and all of her best friends. I was really fortunate to grow up in a really strong community, and there's that word again, community, right? And it was good, and it still is. You know, it's interesting as you grow up. As you start to really become your own person, it's weird. You like, as much as you still love everybody, you grow up and you change. You become your own individual. Anyway.
Well, what makes a man a man?
I think the number one thing that would make a man is the ability to not worry about, are you a man? I think if you can just do what you need to do with your life, you need to figure out your purpose and find your place in the world and do good, and not worry, are you a man? Then I guess you're a man. But otherwise I'd worry about being a human first.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
One thing about myself? I would just like to be more accepting of myself and my situation. I'm like constantly trying to better myself, and you know, trying to make myself better. And I think it's really important to just be able to be okay with where you're at, who you are, you know? I mean, not to say like, you know, don't do good things and don't, you know, learn things and better yourself, but don't like feel, I'm trying to not feel obsessed to be like, oh, I'm not good enough. That's what I'd change.
I feel it. Where do you feel safe, and why?
Oh, I probably feel the safest in the middle of nowhere, like in the forest, up in the redwoods. Way up north in the Lost Coast, that's where my heart is. That's where I feel safe.
You like bike,
yeah, I love to bike. I love to hike. I don't run. Unless there's like a zombie outbreak, I probably wouldn't be running anywhere. But yeah, I feel safe in the forest, man. Nature.
Love everything.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength? Probably my creativity, my imagination.
Like your artist?
Yeah. I paint, I draw, I like to sculpt, and yeah, that's my stuff. I got some of my work in my backpack. I can show you guys if you want.
Who is the most successful person you know, and what makes them successful?
Oh man, there are a lot. Hey Judy. I probably would definitely say there's been a lot of strong women in my life, and I see them as really successful, especially my mom. I hate to be corny, but she has always overcome and always been strong. She's success.
What is the scariest thing that ever happened to you?
Oh, man. Jeez, man. Probably, there's one time I was playing hide and seek and I fell out of a tree and I broke a limb on the way down, and like the jagged part went right into my armpit, and I was hanging by my armpit. Yeah. And my friend Dane, I was like, Dane, go get your mom. And he was like, no, because I always lie. And so he thought I was lying again. Oh man, that really sucked. That was pretty scary.
Crazy. Who is your role model and why?
Again, mom, and this artist Hayao Miyazaki, incredible storyteller. Anyway, yeah, probably mom.
What do you need to be happy?
I like to be surrounded by beauty and plants and animals, and I like beautiful places. I'm very like visually aesthetic, so beautiful places is really important to me, and plants. Some good food, a nice comfortable place to put my head down. Pretty set from there.
That's what's up, the chill life. If you can change one thing about your home, what would it be?
If I changed one thing about my home, you know, right now I just moved to a new place, and I don't got too much furniture because it's really paycheck to paycheck right now. I'm feeling the recession, but it'd be nice to have a little bit more money to just, you know, get some more pots and pans and like another chair, because I got one.
Man, what are your dreams for yourself?
My dreams for myself, probably one of my biggest dreams that I've always really like is probably my number one is to be able to get my mom to be retired. You know, just be able to tell my mom, like, you know, Mom, stop working, or, you know, open up a business if you want, but don't worry about any more bills for the rest of your life.
What she do?
You're good. She works for a nonprofit organization up north. Yeah, but she, you know, no one's rich these days. That's just not really how it is. Or, you know, some people are, but I just want her to be like, you know, not have to worry, because that will help me not worry. And then beyond that, you know, it'd be nice to feel that way for myself too.
What do you love about Oakland, and what would make it even better?
It's that diversity. That diversity is what really I love about Oakland. Not feeling like I like to stand out and be individual, but not like just like feeling like you're being stared at because you're different. I love that. If there's anything that was a little different about Oakland, I wish that I see a lot of people who looks like they've had a really hard time, and I wish that I could do something for them, or maybe they felt more empowered to do something for themselves. Maybe just make it a little bit cleaner. It gets a little dirty sometimes.
That is definitely true. What do people need to know about African American men in Oakland?
That there are a lot of us, and we're all individuals. Just because someone looks one way, don't be too fast to judge it, and I'm guilty of that. I'll judge my brother on the street on occasion. You know, sometimes you're not feeling as good and open-minded as you really should be, and you make judgment. But I think people should know that, you know, I think just like everybody else, everybody's just trying to make it, and not everybody's been afforded the same privileges and blessings as everybody else. So just, you know, remember.
What have you learned from your father?
I didn't really know my father. Yeah, my mom met my dad in the Peace Corps, and I've had very limited meetings with him. He lives in Kenya, so and he passed away, I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I didn't really know him too well, so but I use the jokester, I guess. My mom says that I got some of my antics from him.
What is your greatest achievement?
Just my art. My art is an achievement. I see my art and I love it.
I respect it.
Thank you.
Describe your life in 10 years.
In 10 years from now? Oh, well, I'm gonna have to call Miss Cleo on this one. I would love to see it just, you know, mom's retired. Just something, I just want a comfortable existence, not having to worry about, you know, where's the money gonna come from tonight? Or, you know, I wanna see that gone and just, you know, I don't need to be rich. I just wanna stop worrying about that. It seems petty, and I wanna worry about more important things. And I just wanna see myself doing my art and, you know, making a difference, helping people.
Our last question is, what advice would you give other African American youth?
Believe in yourself. You have to, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And be proud that you're mixed, that you're African, that you're whatever you are. You know, and just really believe in yourself. You gotta.
All right, cool. Thanks for having it.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you, Vidri.
Thanks, man.
All right, then take care.
Thanks.